Well, let's go back a bit and talk about stress and the stress response, because once that's explained, all of that, those questions will be answered for you. So the first thing to understand is the definition of stress, which is not necessarily bad, right? Everybody says, "Oh, I'm so stressed." I'm just, of course you are. You're in a human form. As long as you're in human form, you're going to experience stress. And so, by definition, stress is really just a term of physics. That means that a system is in a state of balance, and then it gets challenged. That state of balance gets challenged. Okay, if you remember from biology, the word homeostasis. So every living organism's desire is to be in a steady state or a state of homeostasis, which is impossible to maintain, to be a constant, because life is constantly changing. We're dynamic beings. We live in a dynamic system, which is, living, breathing Earth. So it's constantly changing, and that state of homeostasis is constantly being challenged. And so the body is designed brilliantly to be able to notice when these challenges happen, when stress happens. So, for instance, you could be sitting here and being perfectly happy, and then all of a sudden you're hungry. Guess what? Hunger is a stress. Cold is a stress. Fatigue is a stress. Being uncomfortable is a stress. And then what happens is that the brain picks up that there's a stress present. It triggers an automatic response that creates physiological changes. Those physiological changes trigger a physical response, which is the behavior, which corrects the problem, so you're back into homeostasis. So, for instance, you're hungry. You notice that you're hungry. You get motivated to go get something to eat. You get something to eat. You're no longer hungry. That's called allostasis, which is the ability to achieve stability through change. That's how human beings, basically all living organisms, exist. We have a stress, we're motivated, and we do something about it, and then we're back in balance. Nothing would happen in our lives. We actually would be dead if we did not have stress.